Nick Starrow, and I wanted to take a look at his video on is HTC billing the taxpayers for imaginary threats. But I'm going to come over into chat. If you guys could just, check to see if you're subscribed. I would love to have you as a power subscriber. I looked the other day. Forget how many of you are subscribed. But sometimes you don't know that you're not subscribed to the channel. Just check and hit that bell button if you decide to subscribe, because then it will notify you when I go live. Thanks, guys. Oh, and be sure to hit the like button. I always forget to say that one, or I don't say the other one. Have you guys seen Nick Starrow?
Hey, folks. This is one of these subjects I rarely touch because it's a bit of drama, but we need to address it. Because once you start billing the taxpayers for your imagine.
So this is one of the aspects of the case that, I say it a lot, so I guess there's a lot of stuff that burns my tushy, burns my chaps in this case. But one of the things that the thought that now are we going to be charged, the taxpayers, for all of this, and the fact that she's mucking up the court system and making it harder for actual victims, that really makes me mad.
Non-stalking, non-threat. Here's the thing with HTC and this duo who report false information about the Delphi case and other cases. You're public persons. And when you post shit, you will get criticism. You will get people who say, hey.
When you post anything, you're going to get criticism. It doesn't matter if you're posting shit or you're posting 100 absolute truth. There will still be a person that comes along and criticizes you. You've got to just realize that it doesn't matter. Like, it doesn't matter what they say, because if you stand behind what you said, it doesn't matter. If you're going to proclaim yourself to be a doctor from Princeton and you put yourself up on LinkedIn and somebody searches you, isn't that the point? Knock, knock. Upside down world. No, thank you. I'm keeping my world right side up.
What the fuck? That's not threats. That is being held accountable for your actions. Right, Mr. Tingles, right? Yeah. Welcome to the show.
Okay, we're going to skip the intro. Like I said, everything we view, we will put down in the YouTube show notes.
Unless I've changed it.
And look at that cute little kitten. This show is dedicated to the kitties and the little June bugs of the world.
Is now that they are costing taxpayers money. Let's take a look at this. This is from one of the organizers of CrimeCon, with emphasis on the con bit. Folks, CrimeCon has gone from, hey, that would be fun, a few years ago, to let's have law enforcement and prosecutors meet with content creators so they can do narrative, get contacts like HTC, who, regardless of the evidence, will always side with the prosecution.
It's a money-making machine, and it's building steam, like with everything in our society. I used to go to paranormal conventions, and I would be invited as guest speaker, and or I would bring my show and I would broadcast. They would. This was when podcasting was a novelty, and so it was really interesting and new to have somebody actually there podcasting and showing it to the world. Like, you could come to my website and see it. And the paranormal community got really cutthroat. Like, the conventions got really hard, and lots of drama. And so I imagine they're fun though. If you can stay out of the drama, like Lauren brought the drama, obviously, if you can stay out of people's like orbit, like Lauren Turd, it can be fun and be used for what it is, but it is what it is. It's like, I don't know. I haven't been to one in a long time, so I would have to go to one. But I mean, I do kind of like walking around to the vendor tables and talking to people and stuff like that. So, and I know a few people, we've had them on the channel since then, and they talked about CrimeCon. They didn't see any of this happening, but you know, they did mention like how big the restaurant was, the bar and stuff like that. And I think they're going to go back next year, and I actually kind of want to go next year. But I would have to go on a shoestring budget where, you know, I would have to team up with other creators and try to get a room somewhere with somebody, you know, bunch of people. But you don't really sleep it during these things too. You just kind of like, it's just like a social event. I don't know, it's fun for me, but I don't think I'd like all the police presence. That's alarming, but don't you think in this day and age that might have something to do with it, because it's a crime event, and you know, like they might be thinking like like victims might be there, and like maybe the people that were their perpetrators, they're out of prison, or they would send somebody. I don't know. That's just what I'm thinking, maybe.
Yeah, no, folks, I don't hide it. I am pro defense.
Not anymore.
Because, and I do it in every case. So, some are, well, some people are just, but still, innocent until and unless proven guilty. That's the baseline, folks. People like HTC, prove your innocence. Oh, the
I have heard that. I don't know if it's a true statement or not. Your mom tried to get you to go to a haunted Civil War tour hike at night. You wouldn't do it? I used to do a Victorian hunting experience. I think I did it 3 or 4 years in a row, and I would find a haunted location, and I would find a psychic, and one year we did tea leaf readings, then we did the investigation, and there were a few other things. And then one year we did it at a winery, and we made our own wine. And it was a lot of fun, but it got like too much. It was too competitive, and I like what I'm doing here better. I like being able to talk about true crime, conspiracy, paranormal, and just kind of do it at my own pace. And yeah, but I did enjoy that at the time too.
Support my opinion. Let's make up new facts. A bit of hyperbole, but you know what I mean. Let's go. Yeah. So this is from CrimeCon organizer. Hello, worker bees.
I'm just going to read it myself. Hello, worker bees. A true crime podcast host, Lauren Matthias, and her producer, Grayson, attending CrimeCon September 5th through the 7th and staying at, I don't know what that says. Lauren has been experiencing threats from a former fangirl, oh lordy, who has repeatedly at court appearances and events like CrimeCon, because she's in the same circles, and just because her channel or TikTok isn't as big as yours, which I don't know, her art page was like 50,000 or so over on TikTok. And so, I mean, it's nothing to sneeze at. A Utah judge issued a non-contact order today, September 4th. Something born, it must be Christina, prohibiting her from contacting Lauren's staff. The court order includes a stay away order, specifically lists 2025 CrimeCon Expo, Denver, Colorado. I have heard that she was removed from CrimeCon permanently, but I haven't seen right now. It's just a rumor, so I can't confirm or deny. This order is a direct response to the potential risk at CrimeCon. Something spoke with a producer from another network and confirmed she was attending. Oh, Christina. Utah officers attempted to serve Christina this morning, but were informed by her husband that she had already left for her flight to Denver, it would be fair to say Christina should have knowledge of the court order. And she did, and she tried to contact you, mofos, and you put her off.
You still sold the ticket to the alleged stalker, didn't you? Which tells us you really don't care, as long as you get the cash in.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like they knew all this information. They said, oh, as soon as we see her, we will refund her her money and send her on her way. That didn't happen. That certainly didn't happen, did it?
Okay, Utah judge issued a no-contact order September 4th against this person, prohibiting her from contacting Lauren, her family, and her staff. Now, that case is, yeah. There are other channels covering that case, and as far as I can see, it's bullshit. It's a bullshit case. The court order includes a stay-away order, specifically mentioning other and lists the CrimeCon Expo. This order is a direct response to the potential risk at CrimeCon. Yeah, because apparently CrimeCon, who is filled to the brim with police officers.
Now I believe it. Now I believe that they are the reason for the police. Now after seeing this letter, I 100% believe that she is the reason. So is Lauren going to pay for all those extra salaries for those police officers that were hanging out during CrimeCon? God, what a piece of crap they are.
And their own security can't guarantee anybody's safety. Think about that, folks. CrimeCon with literal hundreds of law enforcement officers at place can't guarantee safety. Is it because every damn cop there is fucking drunker than usual? Or is it just speculation? No, I don't I don't want to speculate. It just sounds stupid. But I mean, CrimeCon, you have cops every fucking where, and you still can't guarantee safety. Sure.
Well, and not only that, but there's probably tons of off-duty cops attending it. So it's, I mean, and where was it this year? Colorado. I don't know what the permit for carrying in Colorado is, but I think you can carry in Colorado. So I bet there was a lot of pew-pews on top of having a lot of police officers. God, man. They're so ridiculous. These people, they're insufferable. Oh.
Blah, 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 blah. Utah officers attempted to serve this morning, but were informed by her husband. What? By her husband that she already left for a flight to Denver. I have attached a court order, needs to be served with if she attends CrimeCon. Per the order, this person is not allowed to attend CrimeCon. So, but you still accepted her money. You know, you're a private entity who can bar people yourself.
Oh, they 100 were, they were friends, but she was a fan. Like, I've met people who like the show and, you know, they say they're fans and you become friends with them, and you have to be really careful because in the beginning, they'll do anything for you. And that makes me feel really uncomfortable because I feel if you're really trying to be a friend with them, I feel the friendship imbalance, like, you know, so. And then also Lauren put herself in more of a position of like a mentor to these young girls, which I am completely for. I agree. Like the older women, we should mentor the younger girls, but don't fucking take advantage of them. Oh God, I'm sorry. We're getting into the Lauren part, and I just really, they dig at me for different reasons and combined reasons. But to me, Lauren definitely took advantage of the fangirl, the older woman role, the mentor, but at the same time acted like a child.
CrimeConners, but you still took her money. Isn't that nice? Isn't that nice? Yada, yada, yada. Going through her social media pages, I would classify this person as an agitator. Well, CrimeCon organizer, are you surveying people?
I think that was her biggest downfall, bringing this drama to CrimeCon in front of other content creators and news sources, because they don't want this. I am sure they have been removed from inside tracks to most content creators, like Long Climb for sure, right? Angela Levy, Gigi, all these people that are in the inn, I promise you they're on the outs now. So they're having to scramble and get news sources just like us lowlifes now. Just like us in the bottom of the barrels. They're actually having to do the work and not having it fed to them.
Are you doing opinion? All right, interesting. But here's the thing. This person, I think it's Bobbi, would classify this person as an agitator. Posted several videos documenting her interactions with law enforcement. Attached photos below some of her social media pages and name of some of her acquaintances. Okay. But folks, what you don't see is, she experiences, she does stalker behavior. No, she's an agitator. Yes, who else is?
So going through her social media pages, I would classify Christina as an agitator. That's interesting. He didn't classify her as a stalker, an agitator. She has posted several videos documenting her interactions with law enforcement. I've attached photos of Christina below, some of her social media pages, and names of some of her acquaintances. Lauren will be walking around the ballroom and speaking during various times. No, she wasn't a speaker. She wasn't. She just attended the Clue Award or whatever the frick they were called. Throughout the conference, acting like a queen that she's not. Acting like the Mormon queen that she thinks she is. Currently, Lauren and Grayson will be involved in the following schedule events. So,
if that's the thing you go by.
What were the schedule
this
events?
Person. Because I agitate a lot of people. And I know I agitated the hidden true crime. But they won't go after me. I wonder why.
Probably because you're a lawyer and you know your shit.
Well, I don't care why. I really do not care. If that what they think of me, because
and you've got that cute little marble. What are those called? Marmalade kitties back there? No, they're called something. Is it marmalade? No, something else.
These two absolute fucking losers can go fuck themselves. But let's go back to what we're talking about here. And then, Lauren and Grayson will be involved.
So, but it doesn't say what they were involved in here. It just says times. Oops. Friday, September 5th, 2:40 p.m. and 4 p.m. And then Saturday, September 6th at 10:20 p.m. Wonder what those were.
So that's the email. Here's the next one.
When she was scheduled to be walking through the ballroom. Is that what it was? When our Queen Lauren Turd was scheduled to be walking through the ballroom? I don't know. What was she supposed to be doing?
Respondent, threat to CrimeCon, then blah, blah, blah. The retracted friends that have instigated the stalking and videoed interactions. Lauren and Grayson have real safety concerns regarding this person and her friends due to the threats that have been directed toward Lauren. Where's the quotes? Bobbi, Olson. Where's the quotes? Lauren and Grayson are huge supporters of law enforcement. Yeah, we knew that. They will both juggle.
Is this so they know that Lauren and John are suck-ups, that they're brown nosers, that they will kiss your arse? What's the point of that? Like, Christina never said she wasn't a huge supporter of law enforcement. Did she on any of her videos?
Cop balls at every opportunity. We already know that, especially Jerry Holman's balls. They would caress Jerry Holman's balls 24/7 if they could.
Okay, it says Lauren and Grayson have real safety concerns regarding Christina, her friends, due to the threats that have been directed toward Lauren. Who the frick wrote this? The Bobbi Olson? You need to throw this through some chat GBT yourself. Lauren and Grayson are huge supporters of law enforcement. During your travels while working off duty at the Gaylord this weekend, can you please take note of Christina and serve her with the court order if she attempts to gain entry? Lauren and Grayson should also appreciate it if you could attend their known appearances noted above as they grace through the ballroom, if a time allows you to. Below are Lauren, and so, if you have extra, if we can give you a little extra money on our dime, they would like you to protect them because she obviously has a stalker or maybe an agitator, but doesn't matter. Lauren and Grayson would also appreciate it if you would attend their known appearances noted above if time allows you to. Below are Lauren and Grayson's cell phone numbers. It's certainly a concern. If a safety concern arises, please reach out to them. Lauren's phone number, Grayson's phone number. Thank you all. And let me know if you have any questions. Bobbi Olson, Detective Major Crimes Homicide Unit. Detective Major Crimes Homicide Unit. Police City of Aurora.
Yada, yada, yada.
Confused with Gypsy Rose's Aurora.
Phone numbers. Yada, yada, yada. And here's the thing. What came out afterwards? They got police protection during CrimeCon. So my question here is, who paid for it? I don't think HTC paid for it.
No, I know they didn't.
I don't think CrimeCon paid for it. They got through this absolutely horrendous fake non-stalking. They got cops to walk around with them. Cops who could be out actually fighting crime. Cops who are paid by taxpayer money. And since this CrimeCon was during the weekend, overtime. So we're talking about thousands and thousands of dollars of taxpayers' money going to protect these two jack-off. Now, and that's the thing. I couldn't care less if they hired their own security for this imaginary stalking threat. Couldn't care less. Good.
Yeah.
Let them spend their money. But now they're
do whatever they want to do.
Spending the public's money.
What do you guys think? Do you think the public paid for this? I do. I 100% do. And I'm angrier. I don't want to start coughing though. So over on Burnt Toast, somebody said in my comments this morning that they were struck and taken down. And I was like, ooh, let me go check this out because I am about to do a live that concerns them. And I wanted to know what it was. So they 12 hours ago, well, it's been longer. This is when I pulled it up a few hours ago. So it's been 14 hours about. Tonight is part 3 of the cleanup stream, plus an email about police when Lauren attempted to serve her former friend, Christina, back in September. See everyone soon. And then during the stream, apparently it got struck and taken down. Although I will say that I was doing a stream and I got struck and taken down, but I got struck from BBC because I played this clip, this funny clip of the Yeah Butter. They have a Yeah Butter. I forget the person's name. And all I had to do was edit it out and then it came back up. So maybe that's all they have to do. But it says, I have uploaded it to my Rumble for those wanting to watch it. Someone used my intro to strike me. So I thought we could head over to Rumble. Oh, unless it's there again. Let me see. Maybe it's back. No. And just take a quick peek at it. But I want to look at the comments too really quick. Okay, so I saw it. It's over there on Rumble. And someone said, your intro, I'm so sorry this is happening. If it can happen to you, it can happen to anyone. Can't you get it back up and just take that out? I think they can, but maybe they just haven't yet. It does take a little time for it to process too. It is over there on Rumble, so people weren't able to find it quite yet, I think. I just had another content creator tell me they are mass reporting channels that are covering this email. Not shocked. The truth hurts their narrative, but the horse has bolted. Messed up my Thursday night. Well, poo. So I spent that time informing every big creator I semi-know and don't know. I think this person might have told me to get the email out. Oh, no. No, they didn't. Somebody just told me that it happened. Out. And the video that Christina shared, HTC, I was going to actually, I saw that it came up last night. Now I know what they're all talking about. There's this new thing that came out with Christina, and it got taken down. So we'll go over what about the intro was so offensive. That's what I'm wondering. I did look at the intro too, and I can't tell what it is. We're not going to be able to look at it together, but I will put the link to it down in the show notes if you want to go watch it on your own. They're not really answering any of the questions. So so let's go over to Rumble. I'm assuming it's this one here that was 10 hours ago. It's like almost 4 hours long, so we're obviously not going to watch the whole thing, but we're going to take a quick peek at it. But first, let's get us past the intro. I think, oh, I'm already past the intro. Yeah, I don't know what was so bad about the intro. I'll take you through it, like just clips, but it's just this, and it's some music. I mean, there is a photo of, I think, Dr. John, this, and she's made him into the Family Guy series, but I don't know. But I believe this is the text. So let's get into it.
Just to be clear, so that for context, these were
And if I get taken down, you know it was this.
not forwarded to me. They were screenshots that were sent to me, just to be clear. And so it says it's from Bobbi, who I am assuming is the police officer. Please let me know if I got that right. Hold on. Let me just double check just to make sure. Let's see.
Well, they go above and beyond. There's an extra step that you can take to copyright your stuff. And I guess apparently they might be doing that. I don't know. I really don't know. I've gotten, like I said, I got struck while I was streaming, but it wasn't because of them. So I never said, like, I never mentioned it. It happened in the middle of it. And if you were already there, if you were over on, because I streamed to other platforms, I streamed to Facebook and Twitch and YouTube, or I'll stream to YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. So those other platforms kept streaming. So it was like it never, it never went away. But so you guys didn't really notice it. And I quickly edited it at the end when it ended it, and it got up really quick. I just edited that piece out. So I really don't know.
Okay, right. So the Aurora Police Department detective, Bobbi Jo, and this is where it gets interesting. Okay. So Lauren, allegedly, I haven't seen the streams. I'm just going to say allegedly. The claim is that Lauren actually
Yes, this is burnt toast from last night. She said that the reason she got struck was because of her intro. So we skipped the intro, and she has it up here over on Rumble, and we're going to take a peek at it.
interviewed a police chief or a police detective from Aurora Police on her channel. So there's already prior relationship there, even if it's just professional, right? So that's already kind of weird to me. And it says that the police detective, Bobbi Jo, sent this email just a few days later to other officers at the hotel at CrimeCon, trying to help Lauren and Grayson out with their, quote, stalking situation.
Okay. And this is what we just read. I got it. So this was, wow, look at all the people. We didn't see all the people it was freaking sent to. Are you kidding me? Let me see. Randy Hansen, somebody in the government. Oh, so all these people, they must be police officers, right? If they have a government email, and then they CC'd Hidden True Crime. Threat to CrimeCon vendor. God, what POSs?
She repeats some of the same claims that Lauren made and chalks the stalker up to some quote unquote fangirl, ignoring their entire relationship and employee history. So this is definitely some fuckery. All right. This is not how you're supposed to conduct a investigation. Also,
a nicer word would be some shenanigans.
If this is true, this is incredibly biased, and that is not how police are supposed to conduct themselves. This person says, yes, well, let me remove this. Bobbi Jo Olson was the homicide investigator in the James Craig case. Lauren interviewed her on September 1st about this case. Okay, interesting.
Oh, Bobbi Jo is a woman.
Very, very interesting.
Let me look her up.
Thank you, Nutmeg. Welcome. Am I right? Okay, yeah. Okay, so let's look at this again. We're going to go through it, okay? So it says, hello, worker bees. And the subject line is threat to CrimeCon vendor. It says a true crime podcast host, Lauren Matthias, and her producer, Grayson, will be attending CrimeCon September 5th through the 7th and staying at the Gaylord Hotel. Lauren has been experiencing threats from a former fangirl who has also stalked her repeatedly at court appearances and events like CrimeCon. Here's the interesting thing.
Okay. So I did find, here is a video of Bobbi Jo. Meet detectives Molly Harris and Bobbi Olson, the two women of the Aurora Police Department. Sorry, I'll stop trying to say it like that too. I'm making fun of it too hard. Who investigated the case featured in Friday's all-new Dateline.
Friends, yes. Sometimes? Yes. Because you look alike and you're both homicide detectives. Yes. Right? Yes. Yeah, we are.
Which one's Bobbi Jo and which one's Bobbi Jo?
Deemed the.
I'm afraid I'm going to get copyright struck for playing something from Dateline. Let me try to find a different video. Oh, look at Hidden True Crime.
Hello to the Hidden True Crime community, our hidden gems. We have an incredible interview today with two women I greatly admire. We have Detective Bobbi Jo Olson and Detective Molly Harris. They were lead detectives, investigators on the James Craig case, which we covered that case and trial in full. I have to tell you, ladies, again, just how honored I am to sit with both of you.
So is this Bobbi Joe here, you guys? Do you guys know? I didn't follow this. Is Bobbi Joe in the middle?
I see you both as lead detectives, as investigators. Obviously, I know that your law enforcement background is immense.
That letter was from Bobbi Joe. I've got real problems with Bobbi Joe. We don't know. I don't know if it's been confirmed if that was her letter or not. I didn't know. Like we did yesterday. We updated Amy Bradley, and there's some AI things out there that aren't true, that are floating around and really harming the case. And I don't know if this is another like made up, but I'm sure our internet sleuths are gonna like nail it down for us. But is that Bobbi Joe in the middle? Because I got a real problem with her now.
And I want to talk a little bit about that, but I also see you both as symbols of sort of this relentless pursuit of justice for Angela Craig. Angela Craig was murdered, and we can say that now because he has been convicted. James Craig, her husband, has been convicted of murdering her using arsenic, cyanide, tetrahydrozoline, and other poisons. We'll get into the details because nobody knows this case better than these two women here, these two detectives who have been actively, in my opinion, fighting for justice for Angela Craig for years. And I just want to begin by thanking you both. I watched you both on the stand.
Would you let them talk so we can figure out who's who? My God. Sorry, I forgot again.
You both had to be witnesses in this long trial. And not only that, but not only an investigator, but Bobbi Jo Olson, you are, I have to say, a victim, because there was a hit list
Bobbi Jo,
and you were on it. James Craig from behind.
Oh, I remember her. Now I'm wondering if it's true that was she even on a hit list?
Bars was trying to hire someone to kill you because of your relentless pursuit of justice. And you had to testify on the stand about that. And that was another charge or conviction that he faced. And he has been convicted of attempting to hire someone to kill you as well.
This was just 2 months ago that they did this together, just 2 months ago. So right before they went to CrimeCon, Lauren Turd had her on her show.
Quite the twist in this heartbreaking story. That unfortunately is a true story, true crime. With that being said, I would like to actually start by asking why you both chose to do this interview, if I might start there.
I didn't follow it.
I guess I had reached out to another producer and
I just want to get a vibe for Bobbi Jo.
Was like, did you see that the jurors talked on a podcast that was sent to me by my mother-in-law? I watch Hallmark movies, and so I don't listen to any true crime, really anything. I feel like I live it every day at work. And so Hallmark's kind of my jam. I just want the world to be perfect for 2 hours and everyone has a happily ever after. And so I listened to the jury talk, the three jurors that talked, and I had expressed my disappointment in not being able to talk to the juries after the trial. And that's something I always look forward to. And especially in this trial, being I was somewhat of a victim. And it's just always awesome to get their side of it, what happened. And really, I kind of just, I don't want to call it a spiel, but I talk to the jurors. Like, we sign up for this job. We sign up to see all the horrible things we see. And these jurors don't. And so I always just like to ask them how they're doing, how they're feeling, how it was being a juror emotionally, really. And then I just usually tell them from just talking to other jurors in past trials, I know kind of what other jurors have experienced. And so I always just like to express that to them, that they're going to have feelings, they're going to feel alone, their lives are changed. Like, these are murder trials. Like, they're some are very gory, and this one was an extremely emotional trial. And so I just, like, you getting to talk to them and them trusting you to do this story, I was just really hoping that, I'd be able to kind of reach out to them via your platform and really just thank them. I thought it was absolutely amazing that they all had that group chat and they all still communicated, and it sounds like they're getting what they need.
Okay, so what I'm hearing is that they worked together, they teamed up. Lauren helped her get these juries together. And did Lauren get a sneak peek into this? I mean, and did we get Bobbi Jo write this letter for Lauren in response to Lauren giving these jurors a safe space to go and talk, where you could have done it on any Zoom by yourself? You didn't really need her. That's what I'm picking up.
And that they have an amazing support group, and that means the world to
I don't
us,
like
right?
it.
We couldn't, the criminal justice system wouldn't work without jurors. But I mean, at the same token, it's sad to hear how they felt. And again, from past juries' statements, I know that that's a lot of times how jurors feel. And just, I wanted to let them know, like, that that's all normal. That's all. And I hope that, I think the one juror said that, like, a part of my soul left me that day. And it's just so
So that's Bobbi Joe. I think there's some definite fuckery and shenanigans going on between those two. And I would be curious to see the text about her. What has Lauren said about Bobbi Joe? Because I know for sure she said something about Bobbi Joe. Because I believe Lauren has said something about everybody.
I don't think that this officer nor Lauren realized what was going to happen as the fallout of this. If, say, Christina decides to hire an attorney and sue Lauren for harassment, actually stalking her, slander, defamation, whatever, what could happen is they could subpoena the officer who wrote this email as a witness as to what was going on. And this kind of thing, if this is legit, okay, I'm just going to say allegedly, if this is actually legit, this means that this shows a concerted effort premeditatively to go after Christina. And this email, which was sent out Thursday, September 4th, 2025, that means that this email was sent out before, a whole day before Christina was even served with the stalking injunction. So let that sink in. That's insane, right? Lauren is a piece of trash. Oh my, yes. So when somebody sent this to me, I was like, oh my God. Right. So I'm going to go on. So the email goes on to say a Utah judge issued.
So we've read the email. Let me move it forward. I do like a commentary on it, though.
Wow. Below are Lauren and Grayson's cell phone numbers. If a safety concern arises, please reach out to them. That's redacted. Thank you. And let me know if you have any questions. Bobbi Olson, Detective Major Crimes Homicide Unit. Sure. Okay. Wow. This is very problematic.
Very,
very problematic.
You think? I think it is.
Wow.
It's
and
horrible.
This is not. This is wow. There's so many things I could say right now.
I'm actually afraid. I could say a lot of things too, but I really don't know why this was.
Do you think that he was related to Nellie Olson, the owner of Candy Shop? I have no idea who that person is. Yeah, this is a little weird to me. This is very weird to me. Hey, B-Tim, I don't know if you saw those emails, but you might want to rewind for a few minutes. It just got a little messier. This is not how this is supposed to happen. You know? So, I mean, what it seems like to me is that she's going behind the scenes. And wow. I mean, because you don't just like accidentally contact a homicide.
Yeah, she's calling on professional contacts. Yeah.
Homicide detective. You don't be like, whoops, I tripped. I just sent an email to a detective. That's clearly premeditated. It was clearly planned. It's clearly her trying to, once again, it's further evidence, in my opinion.
Well, I don't think she's trying to act like it wasn't premeditated. I mean, I think she's been building her case for a while. And I think CrimeCon, she wasn't going to go. And then all of a sudden, I'll go. This was her moment to nail Christina. And she picked the wrong moment. She picked the wrong moment, I would say.
And that she set Christina up. And then on top of that, having the police go follow these other people around who aren't even like part of this, that's creepy as hell. In my opinion, I believe that there are some ethical lines that were crossed here. And that is really unfortunate.
Dana,
wow.
I didn't bring a 9.5-hour live to the internet of my life. She brought it to us. She just doesn't like our reaction to it. And if you're not okay with it either, that's okay. If you want to be on Lauren's side. But eventually You have to stand up to tyranny. You have to stop being silent to it. You have to stop being silent to people doing wrong to other people, because that's not okay too. So if you're not comfortable with talking about it, or you think it's wrong one way or another, there's tons of stuff out there on the internet to talk about. I promise you, give me a topic and I can find it for you. But if you don't see it how I see it at this point, I really don't know what to say to you, because you're just repeating yourself and I'm repeating back to you. And so it's energy vampirism, in my opinion. Stop stealing my energy. Just kidding. I'm being dramatic. But yeah, I don't know what to say to you at this point.
This is not, I don't even know what to say other than if Christina plans on going after Lauren and some of these other people, this is absolutely going to be used in court. I have a feeling.
If it's true.
Yikes. It's very weird. Yes, it's very I don't even know what word to use. It's just gross. It's very gross. And imagine if Christina was working behind the scenes with a homicide detective to go follow Lauren around. Imagine how upset Lauren would be. But she thinks it's okay for her to do that. That's weird. I wonder how many times the escorted her room and tucked her in.
It's not a good idea to
Oh
become friends with the victims. I feel like Brian Entenman has become friends with the Kaylee Gonzalez family. And I noticed, or that whole side, and I noticed that he wasn't reporting on certain things. And I feel like it hindered his reporting. So I feel like I get it. We're human beings and we do become like whatever. But I mean, like when Lana was reaching out to me over on Facebook, I wanted to be able to read her text and not feel any kind of way about it. So I really said very little to her, because that's what happens when you cover cases. Sometimes the family members will reach out to you or friends, and they do it as a way to disarm you too. Like, you know, you probably won't say bad things if I befriend you, right? So I don't, their behaviors they seem to befriend every crime family, right? Or they use them as far as they can use it, and then they turn on you, like they did with Kresha and Kay. So
she was comparing herself to Charles Vallow and not being able to get help, but as we can see, she had plenty of protection. That's a great point. And I think there's going to be quite a few people who are probably going to end up getting this email, at least the screenshots that I got. I've already seen them all over X. I had somebody, I think they either tagged me or sent me a message or something where they were like telling me there was these screenshots floating around. Thank you, Patricia Sell, gifting 5 memberships. I appreciate that. Right, she's really not. And the thing is that there's something called the law. You have to follow the law, you know? And to me, this
little thing called the law that they don't like.
This is not going to help Lauren at all. And the fact that she is saying one thing in the 9-hour live stream.
See, if they had brought this all to us and we would have been like, oh yeah, stalker. Oh my God, Lauren, stalker, you poor thing. If we would go and talk about her for hours on end, that would be fine. But because we don't agree, we're wrong.
We find yet another thing that was a lie. Hey, Pecan, how are you? Did Lauren really think this would never come out? And you know what's really interesting too, is that this police officer, this detective, put this in an email. Okay. So it makes me wonder if he did it because he wasn't thinking about it ever coming out, or maybe he did it because he wanted a date and timestamp of what games that Lauren was trying to play and use the police in these games to go after somebody that she doesn't like. Yes, Bobbi Jo is a female. My bad.
Which tells me that Lauren, I don't think, has ever had any real problems in her life. Like, if this is her big problem, I mean, wouldn't we all like just have this problem? Because it wouldn't matter to most of us.
Thank you. Yeah, this is very wow. This is pretty crazy.
Like, I want to give her my problems and I'll
She
take
thought it would
hers.
never come out. Probably not. Probably not.
I promise you I could get her out of this in probably a week.
But now the person, the detective who wrote that email can now be subpoenaed into court and to talk about this email, and even if there's any other emails that we don't know about yet. If Christina hires an attorney and decides to sue Lauren for defamation and harassment and various other things, because like the judge said, this is clearly seems more like that this is an anger thing than a scared thing, and it does seem like that the court is being used to take someone's First Amendment right away. It's pretty crazy. Okay, I bet there's a lot of hidden lies. How ironic that that's the name of our channel is Hidden True Crime. So funny. Yes, exactly. The plot thickens for sure. That shit's wild. Lauren is the reporter, the only one capable of doing research. We are just fangirls who hang on their words. Apparently so. Even though most of the people didn't even know she existed. This is not good. Absolutely not good. And even if Christina doesn't take any legal action, this just adds to the growing number of things that Lauren is caught doing behind the scenes that is in stark contrast to the image that she tries to portray herself as publicly. Thank you, PK. Oh, thank you, Camilla. I appreciate that. Lauren's hidden motives have been exposed. Yeah, it certainly seems that way. And, if the police officer was lied to, which I feel like that she was lied to, I feel bad for the detective too, because it seems like that Lauren is running around calling in favors. But this was, in my opinion, just...
Oh, it definitely feels that way to me. Does it feel like that to you guys? Do you feel like our Lauren Turd is running around calling in favors? She goes on and she does analysis of the 9.5 hour live. I will put that link over in the YouTube show notes if you're interested in checking it out. It doesn't look like it's back up on our channel yet, but it is over on Rumble if you want to watch all of it. So what do you guys think? Plus, what if you were stalked or had issues and the detective was distracted by someone like Lauren making false claims? Yeah, there was probably someone there who actually, well, probably a few people there that actually, ooh, I'm going to sneeze. Hold on. Oh. Ooh, it's right there. Oh, excuse me. Ooh, excuse me. There was probably people there that actually had PPO.
Behind the barn, there's a thicket, and if you listen late at night, you'll hear a cricket, and it sings a song, and I know the words.